everybody. Maestro here. Welcome to the Khan's Court. Today, as you can see, bam, we have Son Goku, Super Saiyan God, instilled with the light of righteous hearts. Woo! From S.H.Figuarts. I've been looking forward to opening this up. This figure looks amazing, and if you know anything about S.H.Figuarts, they have amazing figures. I have two Dragon Ball S.H.Figuarts figures, one being Frieza in his final form, and then I also have Vegeta in his Super Saiyan form wearing the battle armor. So I am very excited to add this to my roster of Dragon Ball figures. I have a Goku, but it's a Super Saiyan Goku who it was given to me as a gift, and the person who got it, I guess, didn't pay attention to Goku's belt and to make sure nothing was missing, and he was missing the belt. So you can actually see on his body where his torso is and where his belt area is, you can see the peg, and it's not covered up by the belt. So I was given one that was missing a piece. So I've been looking for a Goku that I've liked, that I wanted to go ahead and add to it, but also, you know, I wanted it to be kind of a more cheaper option because there's other ones that I want other than just Goku. And this one was only $30 at Walmart, which was perfect because you can't really find S.H.Figuarts anywhere. You usually have to get it online. So I got lucky enough to find one in store to where I could actually check the figure out, make sure everything was right with it, and then go ahead and buy it. So let's get right into the unboxing.
Hey, take it easy. You've got a lot to learn. Here on Earth, we like to live together in peace and harmony.
Boom. And there you guys have him. This is Super Saiyan God Son Goku. This is the form that he gets when 5 other Saiyans end up giving him all of their power during a Saiyan ritual, and they end up creating a Super Saiyan God form. As you see here, really cool form. I very much like this form. I love the red hair and the red eyes. I think it's an amazing form. I wish it was seen more and used more in the actual show of Dragon Ball Super, but unfortunately it was not utilized as much as Super Saiyan Blue or Super Saiyan God Blue, whatever you want to call it. There's different names to that form, but the blue one was seen a whole lot more, especially fighting the likes of Golden Frieza or in the Tournament of Power. You didn't get to see the Super Saiyan God form normally as much. You usually saw the more evolved form, the blue hair. You actually got to see more of Super Saiyan God in things such as the Super Broly movie. In the Broly movie, Goku and Vegeta both go Super Saiyan God with their red hair, their red-haired form, and they fight Broly using those forms, both having their own specific techniques with their Super Saiyan God form, some that we actually didn't get to see from Vegeta specifically, but we got to see more from Goku himself. So that's why I really like this figure. I like this specific form out of many of the other forms because they were used way more. And this one did not get to see the light of day as much as the other ones did. But with that being said, like I said, I can't tell you why, because this form and this version of Goku looks absolutely insane. Just look at that. I will say one thing about this form that I always found very interesting is that with him going into God Ki, this powerful key of the gods, him using that power, his body kind of got skinnier and his power got more refined and honed into a smaller body. Kind of the equivalent of Frieza's final form, where all of his power gets shrunken down into a smaller form. Goku kind of loses his refined muscular form. Like, you don't see all the muscles on his body as much as you do with Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 2. When he turns into Super Saiyan God, he looks very skinny. He's much skinnier, but he is very, very, very much more powerful than he is in the other three forms that we saw before that, which I think is really, really cool. First things I'm noticing about this figure is that it is shining, especially the hair. The hair looks absolutely amazing. It reflects off of all the light that is around it. When you come back here, the actual suit, the gi that he wears is absolutely amazing. All the way down to the different colored tones on his pants here, which are red. They have red accents and tones of paint inside the orange to show you the aura of his power, the red surge of power coming off of his body. His boots and the ties on them, they have amazing detail. The coloring of this figure is honestly amazing. I wish they used more of the red accents and painting on the rest of his suit up here. It's not seen as much up here, which I would figure would be because that's where his hair is, and his hair is what usually glows. But it's more down here near his pants that you can kind of see here. It's more like an orangish red down here, and then you come up here and it's the normal orange and blue that he has once you come up here. But even the mid part of his torso there is even red too, as you can see. It's got more red right there, right there. When you come down to here, kind of on the thighs and down here on the shins. But once you come up to the chest and you go up to the back and stuff, there's not as much red. It's more orange. It's more of the actual gi original color that he has. His eyes and his face look absolutely amazing, and he comes with multiple different faces and hands, as most figures do, especially when they're S.H.Figuarts, so that is good. But all in all, from what I can see so far, he looks really good. His articulation is really good too. It's very smooth. It's not very stiff, so you can move him around any way that you need to, from his hands to his head, his neck. His ab crunch and bending back is really good. He's got multiple joints on his hips and his thighs up here by his waist, allowing you to move his legs in any way that you need to so that he can be flexible. His knees are double jointed up here above the knee and below the knee. Really good, really smooth. As you can see there, even his toes crunch up and they go down a bit too. So he's got amazing articulation for a figure as well, as most S.H.Figuarts do. Most of them have a great articulation. So that's why I love these figures. That's why when I saw this figure at Walmart, I just had to get it. But let's go ahead and switch over to this stuff here, all the accessories that comes with this. So let's go ahead and move this a little bit forward so you guys can see it. I'll set him right there. So it looks like we have a couple different sets of hands here. The two that he already has on him, which are the fists, and then you also have two open hands. Whoop, caught it. Two open hands, two kind of clawed hands like this. I believe those are the hands that he uses for the technique to paralyze people, as you guys saw in the clip before where he was fighting Broly. He can actually paralyze and kind of key lock somebody using his key and completely lock their body up. You also have his actual like tiger claw type hands there for when he's grabbing and attacking, and then you also have a more widened open hand for his ki blast when he's shooting ki blast at people. And then you also have three other faces additional that can be added to Goku's face. You have his original serious face that he has that you could see on Goku right now. You've got his smirking face up here. You've got his kind of angry face, and then you have his yelling face, usually when he is powering up or doing any type of gigantic attack. So there is a good amount of faces for whatever that you're trying to use. So yeah, at the end of the day, it comes with a decent amount. It doesn't come with too much for the actual power of Super Saiyan God, though, which is what I unfortunately wish was in here, but it is not, was any type of, little plastic pieces for his ki blasts or any of the orbs for maybe a Kamehameha or whatever else that he has, maybe even like a back aura plastic piece to allow you to see him charging up or powering up. Moving over to some other different poses and some other different faces of his, we have one of the open hands. Originally, he had 2 fists when he came out of the box. Here's one of the other alternate hands. We've got his open hand for ki blasts, and then we have an actual like tiger open clawed hand, I guess you could say, on his other hand there for like grasping and grabbing and stuff like that. And we also have his angry gritted teeth face right there. Very easy to swap faces, very easy to swap hands. With any expensive figure, like always, take caution. Some of these pegs are tinier, they're smaller and skinnier. It is plastic at the end of the day. You must be careful with all things, especially when they're expensive and plastic like this. But, I mean, I feel like that goes without saying. If you're into action figures, you know how this is. They can be very fragile. This one, though, I have not had any problems with. Nothing feels overly flimsy. Everything feels exactly the right way that it needs to be. And especially for it being something that you find at Walmart, this is great. This is an amazing product for the price that it is. Usually these figures, like I said, are like 60, 80 bucks, even higher on some of the different ones that you can find, like Perfect Cell or any figures like that. Usually they're way, way, way higher. But with that being said, this one was only 30 bucks. So it's a great figure for a great price at a great location where you can actually grab the box with the figure in it, check it out, and see what the figure looks like, if there's anything wrong with it, if there's any cracks or scratches on it, and you can go ahead and buy the product in which you want. With that being said, we have 2 figures here. One of the Dragon Stars figures, which he fights against Broly in the Super Broly movie there. Looking at him and how big he is, I do believe the S.H.Figuarts Broly might be a little bit bigger or around the same size, but there's a comparison of one of the Dragon Stars Brolys there up against him. If you're wondering why the hair looks so different, I painted the hair myself to kind of give him more of a darker hair color, and then keeping the lighter lime green as like a highlight, showing some of his power like flaking off his hair. So that's why the hair color is a little bit different than you probably normally see from the Dragon Star Broly there. So that's kind of my custom hair work done on him. And then to go ahead and show you an S.H.Figuarts character up against him, I went ahead and got my Final Form Frieza. And there you have him. His tail kind of makes things a little awkward, unfortunately, so you got to set him up just the right way. I'll set him up against the box there. So there you are. Goku, I believe, is canonically about 5'6", and I think Frieza's like 5 foot maybe, or maybe less than that. So as you can definitely see the size difference there. And then Broly being far taller, about like 7 foot, I believe, 7 foot something like that. He's up there when he's in his legendary Super Saiyan form. So there's some size comparisons there. Like I said, this is from one figure company and this is from another one. These two are from the same figure companies. That's why this one looks far, far better than the Broly probably does. As you can see here, it kind of like, you can almost tell because it shines. When the light hits it, it shines. And then you see kind of the cheaper plastic, nothing really shines off of it. The only reason his hair shines a bit more is, like I said, I did my own custom paint work on Broly's hair to kind of pay more homage to the original dark hair that he had in his legendary Super Saiyan form. I kind of like the darker green better than the bright lime green. It just didn't look as good. This figure is absolutely amazing. If I was to go ahead and rate this figure based off of all the other Dragon Ball figures that I've had in the past, all in all together, if I was to go ahead and rate this figure, I'm gonna not lie to you, this is like a 9 out of 10. The only thing that would make this figure better, like I said, was if it had more additional things with it that I feel like are important for this figure. One being some form of key, whether it be aura, whether it be a key blast, kind of like a key surge, some plastic piece to show some type of key power, because this Saiyan form specifically has a lot of different techniques that Goku uses with this form, especially in the Super Saiyan, the Super Dragon Ball Broly movie. He's got a specific technique, which is like a key lock, and he can use his key to lock somebody up, and he locks Broly up. And that's one of the most like signature moves in that entire movie that everybody liked, everybody thought was really cool, and yet it was not included with this figure. So with that being said, I'm going to have to deduct a point away from that. Everything else is spot on. It's perfect. It looks amazing, and I absolutely love this figure. Let's go ahead and move on to the final couple pictures of the poses that I can do with this figure, just to show you what you guys would be in for if you got it and how cool it would look to pose it with different figures and in different ways. That was my Super Saiyan God Goku. An amazing figure. Absolutely love this figure. Like I said, a 9 out of 10. This figure was absolutely great. Packaging was really good, especially for something that you can get at Walmart. Packaging was amazing. It's got multiple different instructions describing the different faces, the different hands, what they're meant to do, what they're from. All the way down to the different poses that you could do on the back as well. I don't think I showed that off, but I'll go ahead and show that off there. Some of the different poses between flying and some of his different fighting poses. I mean, everything about this figure is amazing. Like I said, it's an S.H.Figuarts if you don't know anything about that. But you love action figures, definitely look into S.H.Figuarts. They have amazing, amazing Dragon Ball figures and other figures as well. It's just all around amazing. It's a great figure. If you guys are looking for a figure like that, a Goku figure no less, I would definitely get this figure and add it to your collection. Even if you're going to get other Gokus, I would recommend making sure to get this one at the very least. It's amazing. I will catch you guys in the next video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you all thought. And like I said, I'll see you guys later. Peace.